this thing on? Oh, God. It's a great day, but also one of great despair. It's got to be said. It's one of them ones, boys. Unfortunately, we've lost a great man today. We really have. He's not dead, but we've lost someone really who's done quite a lot for football. And it's really sad that we've got to see him go. But Mr. Chansiri today had the football club Sheffield Wednesday, the humongous institution with 1 bajillion fans that hadn't sold a game out in about 15 years. He's gone. He's gone, and it's just such a sad time, man. It really is. And it should be oh bloody hell. It should be a day of like great joy for me personally, because obviously Sheffield Wednesday have gone into administration. It's guaranteed relegation. But I can't help but feel sad for Chansiri. All the hard work that he's put into that club, like all the money he's spent, just countless hours and just so much of a man's life and time. Oh, what a waste, eh? Should have done it to someone who appreciated it. You know what I mean? Because they were there in good times. You know when he was chucking £10 million about Jordan Rhodes, and this is like years ago. Chucking £10 million at somebody like that, chucking money here, there and everywhere, loads and loads of money. Golden elephants. There'll definitely be some idiot out there with a tattoo of a golden elephant on his cock. 100 million%. They proper suck him off at every opportunity. And then you play crap for a bit. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, you don't pay your staff. Who's bothered? But, like, you play crap for a couple of years. Get in line, man. Everybody's been there. And then suddenly they want him out. Ridiculous. I think he's done a great job, me, personally. The Championship and all. It's not like he's actually taken him anywhere. If we're being serious, he picked him up in Championship, spent loads of money, and they're still in Championship. So I don't really think he's done a particularly bad job as well. He's got relegated He's got relegated twice, has he? I think, or once maybe. Everybody praises Bannon for doing the exact same thing as what Chansiri's done. They all hold Bannon at this like such legendary status, who's taken them from Championship to Championship. But Chansiri, for some reason, gets sounded out when he's done the exact same thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. What it could be though. But anyway, yeah, what a sad state of affairs. Anyway, let me show you all how this is going to work. So because I'm doing a double watch along, we've got Leeds versus West Ham, and then I can, at the flick of a button, just swap to Preston versus Sheffield United. In front of me, I've got both games on. So I've got both of them split down the middle. I'm watching both games at once, so I can flip between them as and when something important happens, effectively. That's going to be how this goes. But we'll look for the teams first, and we'll start with Leeds versus West Ham. It's more or less what you'd expect. They're starting Tanaka, and they weren't starting him recently, I don't think. I'm doing their long staff. But then you get to Brendan Harrison, Calvert-Lewin, and Okafor, and that front three is absolutely dog shit. That front three is absolutely awful. West Ham, Tadibo, Kilman. I mean, West Ham are crap. I do truly think this West Ham team are going to get absolutely battered. Like the Leeds team, on surface of it, is crap. But I think the home aspect, and especially like middle of park and defensively, I think Leeds aren't too far away from West Ham anyway. But they're starting that Scarles fella at centre half, and Andy Irving. What are we doing? This is Premier League. They got Paqueta up front with Bowen and Somerville. I think I would take a draw in this game. I would definitely take a draw here. I think West Ham could win because they've got a Bowen and a Somerville and Paqueta and these boys. That Leeds have just not got anything like that. But to be honest, I think that'll be a draw, Leeds and West Ham. I hope I'm wrong, though. I do hope I'm wrong. And then as for Preston, Story, Gibson, Hughes, Ben Whiteman in there for Divine. Jefferson and Dobbin up front. That's new. Where's the fella that was my age? Where is he? Main striker for Preston. Don't know where he's gone. I saw him go through 1-on-1 against West Brom, I believe, away, and he missed. So that might have something to do with it, unless he's injured. But I wouldn't have thought you'd have dropped somebody like that. Like, he's not that kind of man. Then Sheffield United, Tanganga, McGuinness, Meat, yep. Ogbene, Burrows. Start that Riderveld fella in middle of park. I do think they need an enforcer like that anyway, Sheffield United, because they do look weak as piss in middle. Especially when you've got someone like Peck. And then in front of him, O'Hare and Brooks. Yeah, it's very small and weak, that midfield, apart from that number 44 there. Campbell up front. It's what you'd expect for the most part, apart from maybe Matos starting in there at middle. But yeah, I'm ready to go. I am ready to go right now. I'm gonna leave it on. Which game shall I leave it on? we'll leave it on Leeds. Not that it matters because I will just swap between as and when something happens. But I'm excited for tonight. You know, this could go one of two ways. Really, really fun times or absolute dog shit. And I'm just hoping it's one. UTA, thank you for the 2 man, brother. Hey, Cal, I'm loving the vids recently. Keep it up. Thank you very much, brother man. Kiss. You must be loving your life, man. Just step up from League One to Championship like it's not. You absolute dog. Thank you, UTA. I appreciate it a lot, my friend. A Doodle Book 10, my brother. Thank you so much, mate. It's Tenor on behalf of the Pride of Devon. Love you, Cal X. Atmosphere was outrageous. I did watch the game last night. I know I didn't end up doing a stream for it. I didn't do a watch along. And I wish I could, but I'm buying a house, lads, and it's just, you know what I mean. Stuff just happens. So I couldn't do it, unfortunately. But thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it. And Exeter were really good. They were really, really good. I do think Plymouth were quite wasteful as well. Got to be said. They were quite wasteful, but they also didn't create a great deal. It's just the chances that they did create. I expected a little bit more from somebody like Tolaj, especially in a big game like that. But none of Plymouth boys, none of the Plymouth lads looked like they were buying into it as much as Exeter ones were. Like, the Plymouth lads didn't look at it and take it as a derby, whereas Exeter ones did, and they were a bit more levered in. They were a bit tighter in different areas at pitch, weren't they? They weren't getting loads of spaces, and if opportunity to come up, they'd eat somebody. And I think Exeter just looked more somewhat light yesterday. I don't know. I want to say I think you'll stay up because obviously recently you've been playing well. Well, last night you played well, and because you just given me some money. So I want to say that I think you'll stay up, but I still struggle to see 4 teams that are worse than you. I'm not going to lie, I do Doodle Book 10. Thank you for giving me your money. But unfortunately, I don't see many teams worse than Exeter across a full season a minute. But Plymouth clearly might be one of them. You know what I mean? Plymouth might be one that finishes below you. Or bottom 4 even, with rate they're going on at a minute. But thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it. Thank you, Doodle Book 10 and UTA. Kiss. Cheers, boys. Legends. Right. We are about to kick off. I don't know what to do, really. Should I put a scoreboard on screen? Because if I put a scoreboard on like that, does that swap immediately as well when I do something like that? Oh, God, yeah, it does. Yeah, we'll keep it on then. This is absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. How is everybody, by the way? Kiss. Do I have 2 screens on, Cal? I do. I don't know. I have 2 monitors anyway. But obviously, normally I just have the football on the main one, and then I split everything on this one, on the second one, like the chat and the stream builder stuff, so I can fiddle between stuff. But at the minute, I've got the 2 games split on here. I need 3 monitors, really, but it's rare that I'll need to use the 3rd one. Let me read some chats. How is everyone? Kiss. Plymouth for awful. Yeah, Plymouth for awful Thursday night, definitely. All right, you're on about weekend as well. I don't know, but like Cleverly, I don't necessarily blame Cleverly as well, because the squad is just, they've been ripped to shreds, aren't they, Plymouth? They've been absolutely ripped, start to finish. That transfer window were awful. Yes, they brought some good players in, like a Tolaj and one of these. But for the amount of brass that they've brought in, they spent nowhere near enough money. Nowhere near. Oh, no, I can't have 2 scoreboards on, Joseph. Can't put 2 scoreboards on. They won't let me. I'll just have to swap between them as and when. Yeah, anyway, house stuff. So we should be, I mean, we'll be in the house in next 2 weeks. It's more or less all done. The mining stuff's fine. We're going to get his date on Monday as moving in date, and it could be next Friday. So that'd be great. The only thing is, I can't immediately go from one to the other. So obviously I'm going to have to keep driving from my actual house, my house, to my mum and dad's house, which is here, to continue filming and doing stuff until the room is done, more or less. That's where I'm at. So I don't want it to just be like I plop the camera here in new house and background's just me with paintbrush. You know what I mean? It's just, I want it to be done. I want it to go from here straight into there when everything's done, not it to like a construction site behind me. It's a sitch right now. But I'm excited, baby. Only 2 more weeks max at home. And then I'm gone forever. Thank God. JS_NCFC. Thank you for the 5, my buddy, man. Hi, Cal. Hope you're good. Nodging mess at minute. Fam's turning on Napu. Basically sacks himself if he keeps manning, which will be soon. Probably if we lose tomorrow. You're away tomorrow, though, aren't you? Again. I forgot who it's against. You're going to have to forgive me. I've literally posted my video today. And I forgot who Norwich are playing tomorrow. It is away at Swansea. I just struggle. You're not scoring enough goals, are you? That's where your struggle is. You're not scoring anywhere near enough goals. I mean, your season's wrote off in terms of you're not going to finish top 6. Absolutely no chance. And I think you're proper setting yourselves back like a number of years here. Because Sargent is an absolute given that he will leave now. Like, you must agree. I feel like a lot of people agree. And maybe you're not seeing the best out of him in anywhere that you were last season and season before. Like, for a number of years, Sargent's been really good for you, hasn't he? I'm going to have to get rid of this scoreboard, by the way. I just can't have it on. Because if I swap between it, it won't do it. So I can't, sadly. But yeah. I feel like Sargent's going to leave. I know a lot of good players left you last year and all, like your Borja Sands and them type of boys, and Nunes has left this summer. What's happening with York? Because Norwich are a side that typically have got a lot of money. You made some really big sales, so you expect to sort of be up and around it anyway. The Liam Manning thing cannot just be the only one aspect as to you going from not being too far off a playoff side to being in bottom 3. It can't just be down to Manning, because you've got Bristol City in playoffs anyway. And I know you can look. There's a lot more context surrounding that, isn't there? Obviously, maybe the play style's not right for somebody like Norwich with what he is. But I just think there's got to be a lot of other stuff going on with Norwich. There's got to be. But I don't think you win tomorrow, so I don't think a draw would keep him anyway. We kicked off, by the way, but I don't think a draw would keep him anyway, to be fair. So you might be saved after tomorrow. But thank you very much for the 5. I do appreciate it, as always. My dear friend, thank you very much. Liam, member for 9 months. My man. Kiss. All right, it's my 29th birthday tomorrow. Unk. Still be all at 3 PM, town at 6 PM for a few bets. Hope you are good, mate. Brother, I am absolutely fine. I hope you are as well. Thank you very much. God, you will need a Zimmer frame soon at 29. Holy shit. I get told by a lot of people that have actually hit this landmark that 30 is the worst one. And I can understand. I think the thought of 30, obviously, like after tomorrow, mate, that you're this time next year, you're 30 tomorrow. That is scary. That's scary. Not to like bring a down on you when you've given me 9 months of money. But still. I appreciate it, my friend. I hope you have a good birthday tomorrow. And I hope you win. My man. Kiss. Thank you very much. Teeny, thank you for the 2, my brother. Won $2 grand for £2 free bet last week. Why can I not win anything? And I'm like the football guy. Why can't I win? Oh. It's just really sad. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy for you. I'm really happy for you. There's a couple zeros missing off my donation. I'm joking. I'm kidding. You deserve that, my brother, man. I would love to know how many teams you've put on, though, to get 1,000 to 1 odds. That's got to be 9 teams, surely. My gambling brain's like quick mathing right now. It's got to be a lot of teams, that. But I appreciate it, my friend, and you deserve that shit. Good man. Don't just spaff it all up wall. You don't have to go and get loads of like strippers and coke now, mate. You can just carry on as you are. You've just got a bit of a cushion below you. Don't go and blow it all. Okay, I need to do it. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much, boys. Why did I tell us about a dream about Greaves? He's top of all the stats. He's just, I don't know. He's not been the same as he were at all. Because I don't even think the stats for him were like lightning, really, like they were at all. But when you look this season at like blocks into box, like, so just the two, oh, Preston got a chance. Oh, the 2 main components of defending, like stopping a ball going past you, and being very good in air when it does that as well. So you get your clearances and your blocks. And Greaves is top by an absolute mile, being based as like the best centre-back in the league. I know it's obviously not been the case, because it's not. But I find it very odd that he's top of all these stats, yet he's got such a clanger on him all the time. It's one of them. 2-1 Leeds. You think Leeds win? I don't know about that. Harry, you'll be fine, mate. I'm sure. Quite hard to watch 2 games at once and try and say anything about either of them. I mean, Leeds look really sharp early doers. Oh, I better pass there than they'd have been in. Leeds, decent chance. It's a rate ball in. They should be 1-0 up. They are 1-0 up. Leeds have scored. It's going to be shit there, this. This is not the start that I wanted. Wow. Can I just say, some of the players that West Ham have got are absolutely crap. Like, truly awful. I don't know who that were at backstake, but Scarles is not good enough. That Andy Irving in middle at Page, they just walk through West Ham. They just walk through him. It's so easy to play against. I'm not being funny. If you've got Aronson scoring against you, you are shit. Like, absolutely awful shit. I'm watching this now. They look like they killed all momentum and all. Like, Longstaff played it behind Tanaka. Ball into back stick. It just gets behind him so easily. It wins first header. Nobody clears ball. Wan-Bissaka stood ball watching. Defender stood next to him as well. It's awful defending. Who's that? That's Tadibo. Shocking. That is absolutely awful defending that. I mean, Scales is really poor and off at first ball on back post. But you've got 3 West Ham defenders there and not one of them clears it. That is absolutely awful. What a shit start to this. My God. Sadie, thank you for your money. Woohoo! 5 months with my Stones badge. Respect. Thank you very much. Kiss. Are you Davis out, by the way, Sadie? You appear quite level-headed. I think I can make an assumption on you now. You've been here that long. I'm going to say no from your perspective. You're going to be one that's like, let's just keep it real. Like, you were the bottom 6 in Championship for about 10 years non-stop. So if your minimum bottom line is like top half, then you're doing great, aren't you? I reckon you're one of them. But I don't know. I think Davis could be in a little bit of bother soon. Needs to put some wins together soon. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much. 5 months of John. Kiss. Alfie, thank you for the 2, my brother. More likely to drop like a stone, Charlton or Hull. Out of the 2 of them, the more likely to drop down, I would probably say, is Hull. Just because I know more about Nathan Jones than I do Wolves manager. And I just don't see it being a thing that Nathan Jones as teams can just drop like that. It never happened with Luton, like once, really. Obviously, Southampton's, you're not in Premier League, so that's a different thing. I don't think you will finish in top 6. But I don't think you'll drop like a stone. You've had a really good start. I think you're just being around mid-table. And that'll be absolutely fantastic on your first year back. Whereas Hull, I really like Hull, and I think they're a serious outfit. And I'll probably say they're more likely to get top 6 than you are. But I also think they'll be more likely to do any of the above. They could just do Hull. Because you never know, do you? You just never know. Plus the embargo side of things. But I appreciate the 2, my brother. Thank you very much. Kiss. Yeah, West Ham are absolutely crap. Thing is, you know, like long term, I mean, it's really poor to continuously lose to crap sides, which obviously don't help. Like, they got absolutely battered. Monday night, wasn't it? They got battered by Brentford, and it should have been like 5-6-0. They got absolutely slapped start to finish, and how they didn't get slapped in scoreline, I don't know. But that's against Brentford. Then they're losing 1-0 here against Leeds. If they were losing constantly and it were against like Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, you're like, oh, okay. But they're losing at 3 points. They're getting a 3-point swing on multiple teams that they're going to have to try and finish in front of if they want to stay up. And it's like, yeah, they'll get to January and spend some money. West Ham will, and Wolves will, and all these sides will. But you might be dropping 10 points behind somebody that you want to catch at that point. The squad's terrible. Look at that. Look at how it's on screen. Scales and Irving. What we doing? Scales and Irving. What are we playing at here? I can't put a time on, mate, because when I swap, it won't be in time anyway. Because I have to manually do it because I'm on Now TV and it's marginally delayed. So I'm always like 10 seconds behind. So as just for reference, right now it's 7 minutes 13 in both. They're both on exact same second on my screen. But I'll just swap I'll swap the Leeds thing round to Sheffield United when something happens. But there's no going on with Preston Sheffield at the minute. Preston look marginal. They've got a foot on game a bit more. You're back in Davis. I still believe we're trying to find our best 11. I agree. And a lot of new players to gel. Yeah, I agree with that as well. I believe we'll have a winning run soon. I agree with everything you've just said. Preston edge at box. Oh, I scuffed it. Really hard to watch both. You know, I've done this loads of times, like watching 2 games at once. But when you're doing it and you're trying to like pick key bits out and speak, that's tough. JS, thank you for another 2, my brother man. Dunbar's the last man standing like you up the Reds, mate. How many? Yeah, I have. When did I say? Oh yeah, I said that in my we're at the championship vid today. I definitely said it in a recent vid, didn't I? Hold on, Preston have got a marginal chance if they can get balling. Ooh. They started quite well here, Preston. They put it on them early doors. Yeah, I'm going to say I've gone for Barnsley at home, and someone else messaged me on Instagram. I had 2 Instagram messages being like, "We're last man standing. It's in League One. I'm going Barnsley. Should we actually do it?" And we're like, "Well, don't take my advice because I'm like notoriously wrong, but I would definitely be going Barnsley or Wickham at home to Huddersfield if you've got a last man standing in League One. But I've gone for Barnsley, so it's one of them. It's one of them ones. But I hope for your sake and mine that we're still in at 5:30 tomorrow, mate. I really, really hope we're still in there. But thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Oh, one of my fingers gone off. West Ham. Chance. J-Bo! Oh! Nearly. J-Bo nearly overhead kick. Bloody hell. J-Bo. Yeah, Jack Robinson is crap, mate. Absolutely crap. Thoughts on Bolton? I think you're probably best side in division. In League One. Oh, J-Bo, if that goes anywhere apart from where he did, it goes in. And I've got him in my field. Sheffield United, goal! There is a goal. This is so shit. There is a goal for Sheffield United. It is Brooks who has run to the corner flag and is doing a little dance. I really thought this was going to go different to what it has. I really did. Like, I was coming in here thinking, okay, this is nice. I'm going to have 2 sets of tears at once and it's going to be brilliant. And they're both winning 10 minutes in. And Wednesday they've got rid of Chansiri. Oh, God, what a crap day. What a crap day. What a crap day. What a crap day. I mean, I saw him get in behind, but I didn't see how. Because I was too busy looking at what happened in Leeds. It's come from a throw-in for Sheffield United. I mean, Campbell's rolled him, to be fair. That is really good from Campbell. But the spacing for Preston defenders is horrendous. What are them Preston defenders doing? What are the Preston defenders doing? Not one of them picks him up and he just runs it. There's so much space for him in behind. Between defenders anyway. If you're playing a... Have you played a back 3 or a back 2? Playing a back 3. So that I think it's that Hughes that goes out to him. And then other 2 are just in no man's land. The spacing's awful. Oh, man. Well, Brooks is... Sheffield United are winning and Leeds are winning. Oh, why does everyone call Wendy pigs, but they call United pigs? Chef Wednesday, see, one's got a lot more stance than another one. Sheffield Wednesday are called pigs because Hillsborough is on an old pigsty. Hillsborough is built on an old pigsty. But Chef Wednesday calls Sheffield United pigs because they wear red and white, and that's literally it. It's the worst thing ever. From someone who don't like either of them, they can both fuck off. But Wednesday are the pigs. You can't have a ground on a pigsty and get away with that, can you? Come on. You can't get away with that. Yeah, actually, you must be gassed, mate. You must be very happy. Oh, God, that... Bloody hell. Leeds have got a chance again. What are West Ham doing? You know the fall off in players that we saw like a couple of years ago and thought, yeah, these are actually like, these are half decent Premier League players. And now you look at them and think, they're just crap, they're miles off. And I'm looking at someone like Van Bissaka as that man. Like, was so good at Crystal Palace. I don't think he was even that bad at Man United, really. He's not a Man United footballer, like the stature of that. But I don't think he were a bad footballer there. I just think the circumstances with a lot of players around Man United end up making them look like that anyway. But I'd still say, like, even a couple of years ago, you're like, this is still a definite mid-table footballer, Van Bissaka. And he's shit. Like, the fall-off of some of these guys. Or is it the fall-off, or is it just, like, the steps the league has taken in such a short space? When as someone that had been starting for a mid-table side a couple of years ago easily is now just crap in a side that looks doomed like they're going to go down. It's mad. They're both 1-0. Sheffield United are 1-0 up and Leeds are 1-0 up. A minute. Yeah, I agree with that, Sam. So some of the everybody always says is a weak point for newly promoted sides, right? Is that athletically they're not good enough, they're not fit enough, they're not sharp enough, they've not got the pace. Which I do think if you are a lower league fan and you see your team against a Premier League one, it's so clear how fast these guys are. It's mental how sharp they are, how quick they are with the thinking. And West Ham look like a newly promoted side. They are so slow. You can't get away with something like that, being this slow in every area of pitch. They've got no pace anyway. Somerville looks like he should be fast, and he's a winger and he's a forward. But he's not exactly quick. Bowen's not quick. Then got a striker. West Ham just look crap. They're very poor. Preston looks shaky and all, just to top it off. Preston look really shaky defensively. Leeds have got a corner. And he's gone in. What's happening? I mean, I've got Joe Ronan in my fantasy, so that's alright. But, like, oh my God. Leeds are winning 2-0, guys. Been a really crap start. I'm just not even watching that screen. I'm just going to pretend that I'm watching Sheffield United instead. I'm not watching that Leeds game. I think Nuno's got his work cut out, I'll tell you that. I think this fella has got his work cut out big time. How shit are these at defending? This is crazy. He comes in from nowhere. Paqueta's not following him. They're going zonal on a few players and then man-marking another couple. Paqueta's doing nothing. Tadebo's doing nothing. They're doubled up on Calvert-Lewin and Tadebo jumps after balls in net. I watched the Brentford game and I thought, surely this is just this is a bit of a blip. That they look that crap. They got away with it being like such a low score anyway, and they should have been hammered. But it looks a bit of a blip. That West Ham again absolutely tonks in every. Sheffield United 2-0. Oh my God, I'm gonna tweak out. It's 2-0 to both in 15 minutes. What's going on? What's going on? So, scoreboard. Hold on. We've got 2-0 to Sheffield United. 2-0 Leeds. The Preston goal is from a Sheffield United throw-in again. It's a good press. Callum O'Hare skips in, to be fair. Oh, you know what? I actually sung his praises in EFL review that I did for midweek games. So I can't even lie and said that I'm surprised. Because Callum O'Hare looks good. It looks good. If there'll be some people in here who were there for that moment, of which I said something about Callum O'Hare that shall not be repeated, and I'm surprised I've still got this career. There will be some of you who know, and if you don't know, then you don't know. Unlucky. But Callum O'Hare typically prances about doing no, just constantly runs around, endless chicken. You could just like, it'd be like putting an heart rate monitor on a border collie. That's what it'd be like, because he's just so useless footballing wise, but he runs about like an idiot. That is Callum O'Hare in a nutshell. But the last few games, since Wilder's come back, he has looked top draw. Gotta be said. He is looking very good. Oh, bloody hell. What a start, man. What a start. Team Adja, thank you for the 2, brother. Generational stream, John. I can see your emotes, but it doesn't look like it just says John. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Kiss. What a bag of shit this is. Thanks, Team Manager. This is crap. It's absolutely crap. Oh, hold on. Nuno's got Callum Wilson training already. He's got him warming up. I don't think I'll ever... I hope I'm not that hated, Joseph. You know what I mean? I hope there's not that much. Like, Fogden gets it, because Fogden's a cock. So, you can sort of understand that. And it's just got to be like a majority kids fan base that I publicly hate. So I think you'd struggle with that because all ones that I give grief to, like Wednesday and Leeds and Forest, they've got real life men in away and that are just gonna be like, what are they on about? So I doubt that it'd ever happen. One of them ones, isn't it? This is crap. This is absolutely crap. Thing is, though, he sent Callum Wilson out to warm up. You're 2-0 down away at Leeds in 15 minutes. They got absolutely annihilated by Brentford and didn't bring him on and brought bloody Callum Marshall on, who's worse than me. So, I'm not being funny. I don't think Callum Wilson's going to be like, I am going to run through a brick wall for this gaffer who didn't play me last week when we needed a striker and played a kid that were on loan in League One and did note last week. It can't be very good mentally. Juice lemons, it depends how much money, buddy. Know what I mean? I'm a slim would be good. They should do that with normal people. Just be like, I'm just a fella. Get me out of here. It should just be something like that. I'm a fella. That'd be good. Like everybody says it with like, they do celebrity versions of everything, don't they? And I do feel like normal versions of stuff are better. Or they used to be, because normal people just didn't get monkeys, did they? What happened? Whereas now, like Love Island, I can't watch Love Island anymore. I just can't do it. But when it used to be normal people that went on and just didn't get flying cahoot about, oh, that was great. And I think I'm a Celeb would be great for that. I should pitch that idea. I'm a fella. Wait, it's people on about how admin works and the points and stuff like that. How does the admin? I'm just going to ask now. How does the admin side work? Is actually bringing Callum Wilson on in 20th minute? Mad. They're actually bringing Callum Wilson on in the 20th minute. That is crazy. Whoever's coming off here, the career's done. I'm not being funny. It's got to be that Irving in middle. It's got to. Oh, someone's injured. Is it Irving anyway? Because you've just got to drop Paqueta back into middle, aren't you? So you've got to take a midfielder off. But somebody's down injured. Entering administration is an automatic 12-point deduction usually. Yeah, they're going to get 12 points. But then, do they get anything next season? Like, they're going to go down anyway. Everybody knew this. But next season, I want them to get points. This season's no good. This season's no good at all. I'm trying to... I still don't know who's coming off. I can't see who's down for West Ham. I can't see it. I'm commentating blind right now. Luke, thank you for the 2, my brother man. We do a video on Sheffield Wednesday. I did one on TikTok. And long term, like if I'd have been moved into my house, I'd have done one on YouTube today. Because once I've moved in and I've got a decent background and stuff, I plan on making more just speaking, like normal talking video, like Rory Jennings type stuff, but not like him. But like that style of video. And then I'll just clip that up and do it on TikTok afterwards. So that'd be the like normal following from once I've moved out. But I would have done it on YouTube if I'd have been moved out. But for now, I'm just doing a TikTok on it. For breaking rules continuously, says LPP. See, that must be a thing then. Because they have done, they've had an embargo and then an embargo wiped off like 12 times and not had anything. So... surely that goes into next season because they've not had one actual punishment apart from like an half-assed embargo that lasted for 2 minutes and they had no money anyway, so what's point? They must have points off next season. Otherwise, what's point? Bloody hell, Campbell's wrestling with Preston fellas at back there. Big time. He's getting some big old wrestling. Thank you, Luke, very much for the 2. Kiss. Follow Dark Days. True. You should all follow Dark Days. Thoughts on FM26? I really like it. I really do like it. I've been on it a lot of today. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to hide it from you. No point. I've been on it a lot of today. I'm doing my Barnsley one. It's actually a lot harder than the previous ones. I feel like previous years you could just set your tactic up 4-2-3-1 Georgian press, and then it's like you've won league, and it got quite boring and easy. This one's tough. It's tough. I've got my Bowser one. I started really slowly, but I'm in January now, and I'm in second. And the only reason I'm not top is because Cardiff are unbeaten. Oh, is Brock somewhat there? He has Brock something there. The West Ham man that's going off injured. Scales. He is. I think he's broke his arm. There's something going on. Right. Anyway, so Scales has gone off. Paqueta's back into middle, and Wilson's on up front. Is what's happening. Something like that. There's some stuff going on. Yeah, I agree, Sadie. I never wanted him to go bust, but I would have just. I would love to see him in League Two. That's all I want. That's all I want. I just want to see him in League Two once. That's all I'm asking for. Nothing crazy. Nothing ridiculous. I just want to see him in League Two one time. I saw that, Archie. I did see that. That was the only thing overnight in midweek that Wednesday have done well, protest-wise. Because a lot of the other protests are half-assed and shit. But that were actually really good. The fact that they had like 4,000 fans in. That is mental that they did it that well. Yeah, the interface it's a lot, Great Splodge. It is definitely a lot. And I feel like if you're a new Football Manager player, if this is the first one that you've bought, I feel like you're not going to have a clue what's going on. It's a big step from, you know, when you go from something like FIFA to Football Manager, it's like 100 times more difficult and harder to wrap your head around. But then this version, there's that much going on, and the menus are so all over the place. I think it'd be very tough for someone to know what day it is, to be honest. But yeah, Jallo's potential's good. Bland's is good. Cleary, for some reason, Cleary's the best player in my team by a mile. He's crazy how good he is. West Ham got a bit more of a foot on it now, but obviously Leeds at home are defensively very good. And West Ham just offer nothing going forward. They might have done it. They might have just won. Could you actually imagine West Ham's ground in Championship? Could you imagine that? Like, seriously. And imagine, say if Stevenage go up, and first game after West Ham have been in Premier League for like 15 years non-stop, the first game is Stevenage at home in League. Or they're going away to something like that. Oh. Ooh. That is tough. We need to get promoted. I can't do these games anymore. Can't do these clubs. I need to go to games like Leeds and West Ham. Can't do this anymore. I need to imagine it. Start an FM channel. I just can't though. I can't. There's going to be multiple things starting in next like month. Not a problem, actually, my buddy. What is he doing? Is that Juve? Or what are West Ham doing? What are West Ham doing? Campbell's got quite unlucky there for Sheffield United. I know I'm just like wishy-washy in between both, but Campbell's just put his hands on him very slightly. And defenders are just getting really good at diving now, aren't they? Defenders are getting really good at playing game. And it's annoying. It's very annoying. Good ball. Preston chance. Never mind. When Newcastle played Burton, yeah, bloody hell. Newcastle won league against us last game. The bet's 2-0 at their place. I've got Monk on. Oh, I've got some stuff to say as well. Like, obviously, I'm really happy because today we find out we're going to get his date on Monday, so everything's fine. We're going to get his house soon. But just a little one for you all now. Anybody that's like maybe could be in this position. If you have got a money box, right? So you've got an ISA, help to buy. So you put money in it, and effectively government gives you like a bit more because you're buying your first house. So it's one of them ones. I sent it over to solicitors today, and because I've not had my account open a year, because I opened it in January this year, because that's when we were like, oh well, we're gonna get an house in next like year. I didn't know we we're gonna be this soon. I've not had it a year, so I lose 25%. So I'm just down thousands. I get in, yay! I get in there. It's just, oh, absolutely fantastic. Thousands gone. Just for note as well. Cheers, government. Brilliant. It's one of them where it's in such small fine print somewhere that you're just never going to know something like that until it just smacks you in the face. You're just never going to know that. Why would anybody know that? That you've got to have your account open for a year. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. Right bag of shit. Leeds have got a chance. If this goes 3-0, I swear down. Man, I love the government. Thank you, government. Yay. Yippee. Oh, and just in case anybody's got a business as well, and they're on about bringing VAT threshold from 90 grand down to 30. So, I can't claim VAT back on what my job is because the things I get money from don't pay VAT. The views from YouTube and TikTok don't pay VAT. So, what? I'm just paying 20% extra just for laugh. So all my money's gone again. Oh, why do I just bend over and spread me cheeks, and Keir Starmer can ram his fucking fist all the way down it? Absolute dog. I hate people. What a scam. What a scam living is. I'm going up Dole instead. What's the point? I'm just going to start doing cash in hand jobs and just claim loads of benefits. I think that's what I'm going to do. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just angry Bargle. It's one of them ones, isn't it? I'm not bothered. I've got to blame somebody. It can't be my fault, even though it literally says it when you're opening your account. It can't possibly be my fault, so I've got to blame someone else. Well, I'm not being funny. This ref in the Preston game has just got no bottle at all. Leeds should be... I don't know. Leeds should be scoring a lot more than they are doing. You know what it is? Whenever you put your hands on a defender, if you're a striker and you put your hands on a defender, they immediately fall down and you've got a foul. And worst one is when someone starts twerking on you. You know when your ball's slowing down and they're like standing in front of you, they're waiting for it, they'll shove your ass into your cock a little bit and they'll fall over and get a foul. But then if it's the other way around, it just never gets given. It's stupid. That don't surprise me, Joseph, but it's one of them ones. Every club, right, has got weirdos. Every single one. But some have got a lot more than others. And Wednesday tick that box. You're up at 5 in the morning for Bolton away. My God. My God. That's going to be such a good game. Oh, you're on at 12:30 and all, aren't you? That's a good point from Bargle, to be honest. That's a good point. Can't argue with that one. Can't argue with that one. But you can also only put max 4 grand a year in. So it's like the maximum that you can actually get is £1 grand. And then you can't even take it out unless you're buying an house anyway or you're going to die. The only ways you can take it out. Campbell is rolling these Preston defenders. Ooh, he's offside. That's unlucky. Bombastic. I hope you're right, mate. It actually would just like... That's like effectively every working business gone. It's one of them ones. Paqueta, chance. Goal, West Ham. We're back in there. Goldie West Ham, Paqueta. Oh, they've got hands up, so it's going to be getting checked for 20 minutes, innit? I want to see if this goes offside or not. He's got flag up. I'm going to lose it. I mean, to be fair, it did look it immediately, and that's like in real time it looked it. He's got to be off. Right. This is going to sound very strange. Is that offside? Like, is it offside? But is that offside? It's one of them ones. They've both blasted ball at each other. Is that offside? Like in the rules. It's one of them funky ones, right? Where, say if the Leeds defender blasts it at West Ham, man, and it just like deflects off him, even though he's not played the ball, that counts, doesn't it? Oh, it's such a shit rule. What a crock of shit. Could it not been the other way? Could they not like zoom in and see if it went West Ham onto Leeds? Because if the West Ham guy blasts it onto the Leeds defender's leg and then it goes to Paqueta, then would that be then classed as onside? You understand what I'm asking? I think they're still checking it. They're still checking it, so there's definitely a conversation there. Because he's clearly off, so they're checking if it's like... They're checking Summit. What are they looking at? They're looking if it goes that way. Oh, no. No, you can see that it comes off. I think the Leeds fella blasted at West Ham. Decent ball. Sheffield United are putting it on Preston a bit. I don't really know what they're zooming in for. Like, surely they should just be looking. They're not just looking if... That to me, that looks like Bogle has blasted it onto West Ham fella. There is no way they've got lines out just for that. There's no way at all. There's no way. They can't just be checking if he's off. Preston have been very poor here. Very, very poor. Yeah, it's off. It's offside. Great. I'm going to say that can't have been... I've not got audio, so that I told you what were going on. But they could not have just been checking if he were off. When we all saw it first time. Yeah, exactly. Every single one of us saw that first time from here. I agree, Ranks. I agree with you, mate. It was too early, Jamshel. Not that bad. I've got a blocked nose. The Preston fella down injured now. It's been a very poor opening half an hour for Preston. And it's like, you know, they're always worse, the injuries, when they're not impact ones. If you get absolutely clattered and it's like a bruise or something, you're probably going to be fine unless you've rocked something. It's like if you stretch for something or you just land a bit funny, they're worse turns every time. Every single time. No, I doubt it. I doubt they'll lose 6-0. I'm just going to say it again. I've got Joe Rodon in my team, so like goal, which is great. Like, fantastic. Couple FPL points. Get in there. I'd rather finish on minus points than Leeds lose. But Rodon, points. Nice. Potential clean sheet, which is again quite nice because West Ham are crap. But if they're not crap and they score, then it's going to be Jared Bowen, who's also in my team. So I can't lose now. I can't lose. Liam Lindsay's coming on. A Barnsley boy. Where are Leeds right now if they win? They're up to 13th. No. No. If West Ham went down, would you still want Millwall up? Absolutely. I would 100% still want Millwall up. But I won't be bothered if they stayed down. Because you just can't lose then, can you? Oh, that'd be something else. Millwall, West Ham. Everybody likes to think these little poxy derbies like Wednesday Sheffield United and that. Nah, you wait for Millwall West Ham. That's a proper game. Ow. Reckon Bolton get a win at our place when you venture down. Depends what form we're in for that. We've got an 8th decent record at your place since we've been in here together. I know we've had a lot of playoffs and stuff like that, and we won on the night at yours, didn't we? In playoffs, the first time we drew, and then second time we come and won on night, but lost overall, and you went through. So we've got a decent record at your ground. But it's always one that I worry about when we go. We've spoken about the sponsorship, Callum. That's a very good point, Will. Thank you so much, as always, to OK Jersey for sponsoring this channel. Thank you very much. Some absolutely wicked retros that you can get. Absolutely wicked. And the link is at the top of the description. Thank you very much. And if you use the code Callum, get 8% off. Crazy. It's literally crazy. What a deal. Rise Raid 13. Thank you, my brother, for the 2. Us Millwall getting playoffs and promoted forts. I think you'll get playoffs. I actually said that at the start of the season. And I'm a adopted Millwall fan. So I really hope, I really, really do hope that is a thing that happens. But I don't think you go up, in fairness. Thank you for the 2. sorry to piss on your fire. But even if Millwall got to playoffs, I don't know if I'd back them at Wembley. If they were to get there. Obviously, you've got to do home and away, like, haven't you? And to be fair, Millwall away this season have been good. And you've always got the den aspect, which is a thing. But I don't know at Wembley. Obviously, you'd sell your end out because it's 2 minutes up road. But I feel like somebody like Leicester, the quality on a massive pitch at Wembley, I do think Millwall I'd come a bit short. I really hope I'm wrong. I would love Millwall to go up, and I do think they'll finish in top 6. I don't know if I think they will. But thank you, Mr. Rise Raids. I appreciate it a lot, my friend. Thank you very much, brother man. You've never been to ours, Bombastic, as a Bolton fan. My God. Really? I do honestly think it'd be hard to find a match-going Bolton fan that hasn't been there. Couple of playoff goes, like multiple times in league now. Time where Derby or West Ham Millwall. Oh, they're both top 5s, aren't they? Top 10s, definitely. They're right at the very top. Chicken's top tomorrow night, lad. I mean, if you play like you did against us, then I could see it. But I just think the home aspect for Stevenage, no. Very good side, though, Bradford are. Very, very good side. Both the games have gone a little bit stagnant. Live in South Hemsel. I used to work around there. Yeah, that's actually shocking. I agree, unboxing. I do also. Apologies. I wonder how many people I just made yawn then by yawning. I'm going to say like 6. Yeah, Coventry at best are by an absolute mile in champ. An absolute mile. I don't really see it changing either. Not gonna lie. Oh, hair's off. Oh, hair's different, man. I'm telling you, he's looking good. It looks like he's added to the game. To his game. He's got the numbers. Would the Barnes to play tomorrow? We're at home to Rotherham. Eat them, Rotherham. Rotherham. Would you rather Barnsley, Josh Sargent, or Hadji Wright? That's a really good question. That is. I mean, it is just you are just asking who is better, Hadji Wright or Sargent, aren't you? That is what you're asking. Kelma hair's on. Oh, that's really unlucky, to be fair. Sheffield United should have scored again. They've been really good, Sheffield, so far. I can't lie. Who is better? Rotherham, not Rotherham. Oh, God. Beep, bop, boop, boop. Who's better, Sargent or Hadji Wright? I would probably say Hadji Wright, to be honest. I would probably say Hadji Wright. I think Sargent's definitely a better finisher, but Hadji Wright's got a lot more about his game, I would say. personally. Have I sold any tickets yet? I think they've got 1.7. Some of all of them. They've not got 2K yet, which is mental, really. That initial post were actually, I couldn't believe my eyes. That like in first week of sales, they'd done 900. It's like 20 quid a ticket. They'll probably have like 2K tomorrow, which is still really shit. But I don't know what I'm expecting, really. It's only over a minute. There's a few like that, Joseph. To be fair. I do not think Sheffield United have ever been loud at Barnsley. Like, you might disagree with that. And obviously, I had my first season ticket in 2008. So, 80s when we were like, or 90s even, when we were both half decent, you'd expect something to be like that. But Sheffield United, I have never seen. I've only seen them come to ours and sell out once, by the way. I've seen them sell out once. And it was last year in Cup. Or whenever it was, year before in Cup. When Betterman then went to play Man United. That is the only time I've ever seen them sell out. And they were still quiet. I just think Sheffield United's home fans are very good. From when I've been in Bramall Lane before, I think their home fans are top draw. But their away, I mean, numbers aren't that cracking, but there's no noise ever. In my opinion. My personal and very humble opinion. The great 1962. Alright, man. Cheers. Said it. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it very much. Kiss. Good luck in your new home. Minis. Minus. Oh, I don't know. I'm not. I can't compute that sentence right now. It's because I'm watching 2 games at once, so I apologise, said it. But yeah, they are robbing bastards. Definitely. I know you're on about, which I think the bastard government. Bloody hell. The institution. Boo! I agree. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. And thank you for the good luck wish. Oh, thank you. We have got no sofa until after Christmas, so we're going to be sat on camping chairs for like 2 full months. Great. That's just what you get with buying a first house, though, innit? I think a lot of people have that, though, don't they? It's very rare that you can't time stuff like that. Because you never know when your completion date's going to be, and there's a lot that could go wrong. So you don't want to go and buy a sofa and stuff like that. Leeds have scored again. But yeah, thank you, Sadie. I appreciate it very much for the good luck and the £5. Thank you. Kiss. Very, very nice of you. Wow, thank you. I also saw earlier in chat that you said you're going to Hull soon, so you'll be safe. You'll be safe up there. Yeah, there's 13 minutes added in Leeds West Ham because that fella broke his arm, probably. So he just passed out for ages. Well, he won't passed out, but he might as well have been. Beanbags. Oh, yeah. That's a shout. Joel, I could not disagree with you more. I think your own fans are alright and your away's crap. From when you've been at Barnsley. Wednesday opposite. Wednesday's home is awful. Apart from when you stood at away end, there's that little bit on left hand side. Like that one gangway that think they're a bit of summer. But other than that, at home, Wednesday are crap. But their away is just top draw. I bought one now, Grumpy. It's too late. Everything's been bought now, guys. Mattress been bought, table and chair, and we've been helped a lot, which has been fantastic. So that's always appreciated by our families. Oh my God, Leeds nearly scored again. Okafor nearly scored. My God. But yeah, all the main things, table, chairs, we've got a lot of cutlery and stuff like that, and your cups and all that type of shit. The bed's still staying there. Like the bed frame, a big what's it called, Super King thing. Bought his mattress, bought a sofa. There's a lot. We didn't get it from DFS. I can't remember where we got it from now. Oh no, we got it from somewhere called KC Sofas. Wicked. And fella knew me, so he gave me free delivery. Get in. Woo! Donny fan and all. You know how refreshing it was to see someone like a real life person in the outside world and then support a normal club and not say, yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan, me. Oh my God. It was great to have a normal conversation with someone who goes to games. It was great. Loved it. Would recommend. Preston? Finish! We've got a game on. We have got a game on Preston Sheffield United. We have got a game. I don't know who scored that. It looks like Dobbin, I think. Or is it? Or is it? I can't tell what it is. Dobbin. Really tidy finish. Really tidy finish. Edge at box perler. Lovely stuff. And I must admit, I think they've robbed Sheffield United there because they've been very unlucky to go into it only 2-1. I think Sheffield United should be, well, they should be well clear, to be honest. They should be well clear. It shouldn't be 2-1 this going into half-time. Sheffield United should have had it wrapped up already. They used his man really well, though. Just kills it round him. Nice finish. Nice finish. That'll be half-time soon. But they had an injury for a little bit. I think Preston, Sheffield United, there was something going on there. Leeds, West Ham still got another 10 minutes left, effectively. Yeah, but William, that same thing, because none of them go to games either. It's one of them. No, it's not showing me either, Joseph. It's not showing at a time in Preston, Sheffield. See, I've not seen, oh no, I did, in Cup, years ago. I was like an actual infant, so I can't remember. Something big's always come up in first year of buying a home. Well, for God's sake. I don't want to spend any more money. I'll tell you what, it's going to be a big old shock to the system. Oh, it's right. It's half-time in Preston, Sheffield. Right, half-time. Preston, Sheffield United is half-time, so I'll put Leeds back on now because this is still going. And it's got another 8 minutes left. Yeah, it's going to be a shock, you know, when your money comes in all the time. And it's like, yeah, I pay a board. But my board's note compared to what it's about to chuffing be. Then you've got to buy food and stuff. And then you've actually got to cook the food. Oh, God. Might stay at home. Might just stay here. No. No, I'm definitely not doing that. Is Barnsley Centre still a load of whack? I thought you said you're from South Emsall, mate. You must have been there soon. Or in recent times since they put some brass into it. Yes, LPP, I'm going to Barnes again tomorrow. Why is this a thing that I'm a part-timer? What? What the hell? I have 3 friends up north, and that's what I'm meeting up with. One lives in Hull, so she's showing us sites. Pub. The sites in Hull. My God. Right, I'm going to say something crazy right now. I went to Bradford at weekend, obviously, and I'm just thinking... It were a shithole, by the way. But you do associate Bradford and think, this is going to be an absolute dive. It's going to be awful. I'm going to have my wits about me to make sure I get back on train home in a bit. It's one of them ones. Oh, West Ham should have scored. But as soon as you come out of the train station, there's a pub straight away. And I'm thinking, well, this is going to be like £6 a pint because it's smack outside the train station. And it was actually quite cheap and it was nice. And there were loads and loads of pubs on way there. And I was like, wow, this is actually like, this is great. Bradford, I bet Bradford's a right night at. They were honestly great. Before and after, it were mint. It were mint. And it was cheap. It were great, Bradford away. Would recommend. I would defo go again. Obviously with Barnsley, so I'll have to wait for that. But 10 out of 10 would recommend. Great away day. You can walk to the ground and not. It's not one of these where you're walking for 3 hours or you've got to get a taxi from train station. It's like you can walk there, definitely. We all did it. What the bloody hell's the Deep? Will that name at pub? What the hell is the Deep? Oh, right, that chuffing aquarium thing in it. What is wrong with me? I'm not answering some of these questions. Some of these questions are getting ignored. Spoons in Derby. I thought that were a little bit of a walk away. The Spoons in Derby. Remember, you've got to walk into the middle and it's smack across one of their main pubs. The Spoons. The one that I've been, unless it's two. The one that I went to when I went to Derby last time, You had to walk into centre a little bit, and there were literally a pub with a massive England flag with Derby badge on it, and then smack across the road with Spoonswell away fans in. Oh no, there's two in there, and I remember where the other one is now. It is when you come straight out, innit? Little path. But there's some that, like, some grounds that you go to, and you've just got to, you are forced to get another mode of transport after getting off train to go to a ground that's called Train Station United. You know what I mean? It's like, why do I have to get a tram and then walk ages anyway to go to somewhere like Wednesday? Like, it's never been Chef. It should have been called somewhere else. There's a few like that. Leeds is a fair walk, to be fair. You're probably walking for an hour from Leeds train station to Ellen Road. Miles out at centre. Yeah. It was something to note, that, Dylan, though. It was something to note. Everybody started getting it bigger. There were like one copper there. I think it started, some Bradford fans were like chucking glass at like some of Barnsley's kids. It's one of them ones. But I think it's one of the invisible wall stripes again. There were a couple of young ones trying to go and get the stripes, wasn't it? I'm like, oh, I'd beat somebody, me, I'm hard. Like, from both sets. But that would note. a bit of throwing. There were notes serious there. Yeah, that Bradford Arms. I don't know why there were no coppers though until it kicked off. A bit silly. But it's like, is it not an away pub? Smack outside at ground on Main Road. It's like you're not playing Morecambe's anymore, lads. You've got some proper sides coming to town. No disrespect, Morecambe. Sorry. Yeah, they are, Dylan. It's one of them, innit? I'm not being funny. No elder man is gonna fight anywhere, but is gonna fight so publicly like that. It's biggest away pub. There's gonna be coppers. There's cameras everywhere. There's coppers just looking for you. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna smack somebody in broad daylight in front of 1,000 people. That's gonna go down well. I'm not gonna get locked up. Like the older boys that have been about for a bit are a lot slyer than that. Ones that ain't got banning orders. Like, they're a lot slyer than that. Oh God, West Ham, what are you doing? Actually creating a little bit. They should score. Should have scored a couple here. You see what happened at the Leeds train station with Barnsley and Leeds fans last week? No, when I was there. To be fair, I got out of Bradford. I think we got like 7 o'clock train out Bradford. So we stopped out for a bit after, around there. So there were no going on then. It's every time though, isn't it? Go for Leeds station, it's just every time. To be fair, I've not got trained to Birmingham or Villa before. I've got the coach every time. West Ham are creating more. Well, it's still 2-0 obviously, and that's the only thing that matters. But West Ham are definitely creating more here now. They should have had a couple, you know. Like, Bowen drilled one across. I know it shows 2 shots, right? So you think, well, what's he on about? One with another head kick from Bowen. But he's drilled one across Bowen, which should have been tapped in, but there's no presence there at all. Oh God, Leeds are countering here. That's wrong ball, that. Yeah, there was that one, and then Souček said more or less a free header and missed, and it's just really poor. Really poor. Well, that's another one. Why would you fight outside a train station? You just, when there's in broad daylight, cameras everywhere, it's a guaranteed nailed on ban. Unless you're really sly with it. Oh yeah, away at Leeds though, the police presence is absolutely massive. I didn't know a police station was smack there, but like they're lined up everywhere. Even if you wanted to, you couldn't throw a punch at Leeds away after grounds. As soon as you come out at ground, they're everywhere. Unless you're walking back to the train station and then you can like get a bit argy-bargy if you want to, because all of them are going the same way. But like, mate, you'd have to be an absolute nutcase. You'd have to want the ban. If you're throwing a punch, like even at car parks, smack up weight away and where coaches are. Right, it's half time in this as well. They are both half time. Leeds are winning 2-0, but to be honest, it should probably be 2-1. In fairness, it should probably be 2-1. Lower roll, I'm not even going to do it because the Sheffield United one will start because of the added time situation. I will put it on though. Don't worry. Your thing will not go to waste. I love you, Lower roll. I love you very much. And this is not personal. But because I'm doing 2 at once, one will start halfway through, so I can't, unfortunately. I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No blue cat. There's no blue cat. I'm really sorry, boys. I'm really, really sorry, boys and girls. But yeah. Obviously, Leeds are winning 2-0, but it should be 2-1. Preston, I think we're lucky to get a goal late on. Obviously, Lewis Dobbins scored on Eyup box. Sheffield United should be winning by more than they are. One of them ones. There's no way Forest Green have got any sort of presence at all in that game. No way. Scraps on platform at Leeds Station. Oh, is it Leeds fans coming back to town? Is it one of them ones? Oh my God, that makes me feel a bit ill. That is, oh God. Who do you think could be a good fit for Rotherham as a manager? As you don't like Hampshire, I'm not sure to come here and do a job that we can afford. A lot of the boys though, they're not going to be on big wages, are they? A lot of names that are going to float around. Majority of sides in League One. Well, Bloomfield's still out and about, isn't he? Because obviously Everett got Blackpool job. So there's maybe a Bloomfield, but maybe he's a bit too tactically switched on. You need a Paul Ward, but he's obviously not there. Who could Rotherham get? Who's out of work? Like, who is out of work right now? There's a Bloomfield. Once people have been out of game for a bit though, they sort of just they go down a bit, don't they? In your estimations. Let's have a look at sacked League One managers. Bloomfield, Steve Bruce. Oh God, I could definitely see Steve Bruce at Rotherham. I'm really sorry, but I could 100% see Steve Bruce at your place. Steve Evans is available if you want him. Oh mate, some of the Gary Monk, I could see that. Ooh. Danny Wilson? No, he's still going. Surely to God. No, he's not been. Danny Wilson's not been in a job since 2017. Oh God, no. Some of these onk. Some of these absolutely onk. I mean, I'm sure I really don't rate it all. At all. Maybe it'll bite me in the ass tomorrow. I've been saying all this about Rotherham constantly that they're shit, which they are. And then tomorrow they'll end up winning. It'll be one of them ones. But like, if you were to sack him, who could you realistically go for that I could see happening? Probably Steve Evans or Steve Bruce. I'm going to keep it real. I'm thinking Steve Bruce. I'm keeping it real. I don't think Joey Barton would take a job unless it were... Oh, maybe he would at Rotherham, actually. What are we going to say? What going to make sense? It'd have to be one that'd pay him a wedge because he's got this pod and all that shit, hasn't he? Oh, yeah, bombastic, and it was pissing me off. I just had to restart a game a couple times. Steve Bruce at Rotherham, it just fits, doesn't it? That just fits. That feels right, doesn't it? Steve Bruce at Rotherham, that just feels right. That is a match made in heaven. That. Kirbishly. Just reading some messages currently. Mick McCarthy won't take it either. Mick McCarthy's a Barnsley boy. I know that don't mean no, but he's got this podcast now and all, hasn't he? Like managers that are going into, or former managers even, that are going into like the social media side of things and punditry and that type of shit. I don't know if they would take jobs anymore. Shit like that. I really don't know.